Welcome, I'm Joey, and in this video, I'll take you along the GR221, also known as the Ruta de Pedra en Sec, or the Dry Stone Route in Mallorca. Over the course of 144 kilometers, I'll be crossing the stunning Serra de Tramuntana mountain range. I'll be hiking with my backpack, my tent, and everything I need for this adventure. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps a lot. Thank you, and let's get started. After walking for 30 minutes just to get away from Palma Airport, I'm not joking, it felt like the longest airport ever. I spent the night in Palma. The next day, I took 2 buses to reach Port d'Enjax, where the trail begins. I took some time to have breakfast and pack water before starting. I really enjoyed the cold morning in the town. I was on my way to the mountains when I came across a gang of cats protecting some peafowl. That was the place I had originally planned to camp the night before, and I was glad I had not. The first uphill was a good introduction to what I could expect for the next 144 kilometers. But for every uphill I hiked, I was rewarded with a beautiful view. And that's exactly what you can expect when hiking in Mallorca. I took a break and just drenched myself in the sunlight. Trust me, coming from north of France, where it was already basically winter in September, this felt like heaven. Here we are in Palma on the GR221, and so far so good. I really appreciate it. Start off with a pier. It's kind of fun. It's very warm. It's like 28 degrees. A few clouds here and there. I was not feeling too good yesterday when I was staying in Palma, I must say. Palma doesn't feel like a solo trip destination. It's full of tourists, full of couple, full of friends, full of families, and you hear solo. I don't know, the vibe was a bit weird for me. But now, as you can see, no one in the middle of nowhere, so that's good. Let's hope everything goes well. Pretty sure it will. I wanted to start yesterday night and try to find a place to camp, but I don't know, the plane was late. It would have been night time and a bit annoying to find a place. And I'm glad I did not, because the sun set pretty fast and it was dark really fast. So I booked a hostel and stayed there for the night. It was a bit expensive and I still slept rather well. I'm ready today. Sweating already. But I love it. I was closing in on St. Elm, the second town of the initial stages. Now, this is where I made a dangerous mistake. And trust me, I'll go into the detail later in the video. But if you are planning on pushing past this section, you need a minimum of 3 liters of water, regardless of the season. After St. Elm, you won't find a single water source. From here, the views just started getting better and better. The first section of the GR221 is easily one of the most beautiful parts. I made sure to stop constantly and truly just live in the moment. I met my first group of wild goats. Consider them your most loyal companions out here, because you are going to see them absolutely everywhere you go on the trail. I decided to push a little more. I was almost out of water. I managed to find a tiny area where I could set my tent and enjoy the first sunset of my trip. You can expect rocky, uneven terrain and ankle-twisting path almost all the way to the end. I would rank this trail as moderately hard, and it's definitely not recommended without some prior training. I wasn't alone out there. I was being spied on. When I finally reached the top, the goats had already gathered. I like to think they were discussing my achievement and decided I officially deserved the title of mountain goat. I stayed up there for a while, before heading back down. But my only real concern right then was water. I was desperate. I needed to find a source, no matter what. I came across a rest stop, but still no water. The well was totally locked down, a frustrating problem I encountered over and over again on this trail. Just a few minutes away from that spot, I came across a giant water cistern, completely full. I decided to take some, as I was truly dehydrated and scared I could not make it to the next town. I had my disinfectant tabs and my filter with me, However, after about 30 minutes, I tasted the water and it was horrible. At that point, I was only 20 minutes away from the next town, so I decided to wait it out. I definitely learned my lesson that day. From then on, I made sure to pack a minimum of 3 liters of water at every single opportunity I had, and I would recommend you to do the same if you're on the trail. Every town was packed. The sheer amount of tourists was insane. But I still managed to find a little hidden spot for patatas bravas. The lady from the restaurant, noticing how tired I was, even offered me a free coffee. I'm really thankful to her for that. I found the spot where I'm gonna camp tonight. That's not a satanic ritual, it's just where most likely someone camped here before. So I'm gonna use this spot. The only problem is that the trail is just right there, but I will be a bit covered. Yesterday I got in trouble with water. It's simple. When you walk the first 2 or 3 stages, you will not find water anywhere, and locals will not give you any water. That's crazy. Is it Spain or what? I was in a pretty bad situation. I was dehydrated. I found some still water at the last moment. It was dirty. It was okay, but dirty. I used those, little peels to disinfect the water. I used 2 of them for 1 liter. I was too scared. I managed to be okay. For the water, I don't know. It's just so weird that, locals will not help you. What? I can understand that probably a lot of people ask them water. That's why they have literally those signs on the house. We don't sell water, we don't give water. I don't know, my mind cannot comprehend that. You just don't help a human being in need. I also understand that it's annoying because they must have so many people, but okay, maybe the country should do something about it. Some fountains, some vending machine, I don't know, just copy Japan, for example, where there is vending machine everywhere. Why not? They will make tons of money, especially in this area where everyone needs water. Because I guess no one think that you will need 5 liters of water for the 3 first stages, which is ridiculous. I don't know, it's just a bit mind-blowing for me. But yeah, I wish Mallorca would do something about that. Even where there's supposed to be water in fountains and everything is locked or dry, obviously. That's okay. But a lot of places are locked. They really don't want you to touch the water. Is there gold inside the water? Or I don't know. I just cannot comprehend it. And yeah, I'm pretty sure vending machine would be a very good solution, especially near parkings or stuff like that, That would help a lot. Except for that, Spanish people are kind and everything, but it just surprised me so much to see that, to experience that. Thinking about it now, that was the best camping spot of the entire trip. As expected, I had a good night's sleep. Sadly, that will be the last time I was able to use my drone. My phone kept showing a message saying there was humidity in the charging port, and I could not plug in the remote anymore. A good lesson for future adventures: always keep my phone protected from humidity during the night. I crossed a small village and managed to fill my water bottle at a fountain, the first one I had encountered since the beginning of the trail. I was not too hungry and it was too early, so I decided to wait and eat at the next town. I took a short break at a cabin, knowing a huge uphill climb was waiting for me. Never hesitate to take more breaks, especially with a warm weather. I finally arrived in Valdemosa. I tried to find a spot away from the huge number of tourists and came across a hidden gem. A small shop displaying fresh local products with a cozy area to sit and eat. They serve sandwiches, cheese, and meatballs, and wine. I would definitely recommend this place. I ordered a smoothie and a small sandwich. I was still not very hungry, but I needed some calories in my system. Ooh, it's going up and up and up. I hope it's not gonna rain. I think it should not, but you never know on the island. The weather can change relatively quickly. Well. I think I found what I was looking for. I'm gonna pitch my tent here. That's for sure, and there are places for many tents. It's done. I did set it up quite well this time, because I still struggle. I don't know why. Did walk quite a lot today, to be honest, with a lot of elevation, probably the most elevation day since I started. So yeah, I'm gonna take it easy for the night and for the rest of the evening. I met an Italian guy named Andreas and a German couple. At some point, they got lost on the trail. Since I was ahead of them, I started shouting so they could locate me. It worked, and everyone made it to the top of the mountain safely. That morning, I woke up to a lot of humidity inside the tent. I always carry a small towel to wipe up the worst of the water, knowing I'd need to dry everything properly later. But for now, there was only one priority. It was time to enjoy the sunrise right here at the top of the mountain. On my way down, I ran into another group of goats. I'm always really careful not to scare them, because my biggest fear is they'll panic and accidentally jump right off the side of the mountain. So I stayed to the side of the trail and just waited. I came across a good open area and stopped to dry my stuff. I figured I needed about half an hour for everything to air out, so I also took the opportunity to enjoy a rest. I would always recommend you to take the time to dry your stuff when you can, just to avoid everything smelling damp later on. I stopped at this small town to recharge my energy level. I knew I would cross another town later, but I didn't plan to stop there. Just grab a quick refill of water and snacks. I needed to keep moving, as a long uphill climb was waiting for me at the end of the day. Plus, I had no idea where I would camp that night. It never stops. All the way up here. There. It's scaring me. I have like 1 hour, 30 minutes to find a place to camp. Let's hope I will find something soon. Well, I think I found the place. I'm gonna camp here. Should be able to do something. I don't have much time left. That was really hard to set up because of the wind and the direction of the wind. I know the tent is not in the right direction, but I don't have any choice. So I hope it's gonna hold. I did put a lot of rocks. I think it's not straight enough. Let's hope it's gonna hold. And when I will be inside, I will not be scared of things flying. But if it's not flying now, I think it should hold. Let's hope so. I did attach everything I could. Whew. Little did I know, this was the calm before the storm. The night was rough. A storm passed by. That was crazy. But it rolled off, and thank God it rained, but not too much. But still, everything is wet. I'm gonna try to pack relatively quickly, and let's hope today the sky opens and I can dry everything, because everything is humid, including myself. Well, I suppose it's over. It's funny how it just stopped when I woke up. And yesterday it just started when I finished set up the tent, like to the second almost. That was a rough night. That's the first time I lived the experience to go through a storm. I think it was even a cyclone, because they talked about it, I think, from south of France. And I guess it just passed by here around 2 a.m. where it was just above me. That was crazy. I don't know if I would be able to finish today. I would like to, but I don't know, on the map it seems quite far away still. I was on my way to the highest peak of the trail. The weather was initially pretty rough. I hoped it would clear so I could get a good view. I got seriously lucky. The sky opened up right as I arrived, but the weather didn't wait around. Just 5 minutes later, I was completely surrounded by thick mist. Back on trail after stopping at a station. Very cool station, to be honest. It was a bit off-road, off-side, off-map, off-path. Like 30 minutes almost. That was a lot, but that was worth it. Managed to pack more water and eat a nice burger for 10 euros, I think. Usually the price is 17 euros. I already tried one the last day and it was so basic. For 17 euros I was a bit disappointed, not gonna lie. But this one for 10 euros was so good. I feel good. Managed to charge my things a little bit. Tomorrow I should be done, but I still have some way to go. I have 3 hours left right now of walking. I don't know if I'm gonna optimize now or not and walk the most I can, or just keep for some for tomorrow. I will not be able to finish it today anyway, so my stuff are still wet and I could smell inside my bag. It's so humid. That's why I maybe want to find a spot to camp quite early, so I can try to pitch early and make everything dry a little bit. But again, I need to be careful since it's prohibited and locals are kind of annoying with that. I need to find a hidden spot. So that's my goal, next goal. I also lost a pair of socks. Doesn't sound like a lot, but the pair of socks is 20 €, so it's merino toenail socks. That's a bit annoying, but it's alright. I'm just feeling so good after eating that burger. I wanted to find a place to camp. I don't know, I'm just finishing it today. Probably gonna be around 45 to 50 kilometers total. But it's mostly flat. When I saw that on the map, I was like, it's flat, it's easy. And even if I walk a bit in the dark, it's gonna be fine. And I'm gonna book myself a nice hotel. Not nice, but just expensive because everything is expensive here. I think I deserve it. So, let's see. I did pretty well for the downhill. Let's see now if I can manage the flat road as well as I did in Japan, for example. I'm confident. Let's see. I finished the trail that day and ended up walking into town well after dark. I covered 48 kilometers on the last day. I was just too excited to finally sleep in a real bed and take a proper shower. Once you get down from that last peak, there really isn't much left to see. Thank you so much for watching my small adventure here on the GR221. If you enjoyed the journey, please don't hesitate to subscribe. It really helps a lot. See you next time.